None like it in all of baseball. A look at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And this is a battle of 2 first-place clubs here. Maybe even a couple of clubs that might meet again come October. Who knows? This is going to be a good one.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Bumgarner has his target. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 11 home runs, and 34 driven in. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball.
One to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just underway here in San Francisco. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, he's going to get his strikeouts, no question about that, but this is 2 straight here to start things off. Wonder, is this a sign of things to come?
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 2 out, nobody on.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Kyle Hendricks is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
And there you see Denard Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1.
Giants, center fielder, Denard Span.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Fowler, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second, Span. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Oh, and a great way to start the home half of the first. Leadoff triple puts pressure on this pitcher right from the start tonight.
Here's Joe Panik. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
Matt Duffy will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the air now, out to right field. Caesar giving chase, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Well, I think that's the thing with throwing that changeup as slow as he does. You're going to make that hitter supply all the power himself. He gets good wood on this thing, but not enough to get it out of here.
Buster Posey gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And he takes ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, look at Bryant. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Ben Zobrist will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there.
Ben Zobrist.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Jorge Soler will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here's the 3-1. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Addison Russell will stand in now. And as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Yeah, a lot of lefties like to throw that slider down and into right-handed hitters, especially with 2 strikes. He knows he's got to protect, but that's a very tough location there.
Standing in now, Matt Caesar, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He'll enter play right at .333. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. The set and the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To Crawford for 1. On the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
So striding in, David Ross, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second.
Okay.
3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Drilled to the left side. Backhanded. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Brandon Belt will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Here it comes, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Caesar is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Right fielder, Gregor Blanco.
Gregor Blanco will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit hard to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Kyle Hendricks set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Bumgarner has his sign, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Right on the corner. 2-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, how about that at-bat from your pitcher? You started thinking this is already a really good at-bat because he's seen so many pitches, but then he caps it off by finishing it with a base hit.
Dexter Fowler will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
He's set. Here it comes. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
A runner at first with no outs here. Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. This is line to left, and that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit.
Well, one thing's for sure on the mound, you don't want to walk a runner into scoring position. So this is just a challenge fastball here on the 3-ball count. And he smokes this one.
So stepping in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. First and second here with nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2 and 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2 and 2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Chris Bryant is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Span. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Madison Bumgarner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Madison Bumgarner.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Batting ninth, left fielder
Angel Pagan will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Zobrist has it on to first, and there were 2 down.
The center fielder, number 2, Denard Span.
Denard Span will get a second crack at it here. Remember, he tripled to start out the home first.
He was just sitting on that changeup. Pretty obvious there. Can't imagine they're going to try and do it to him again.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. 2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And here's Soler to make the grab, and that will end the inning. Giants down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Jorge Soler is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Blanco will wait on it. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Settling in now, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, this won't hurt the old slugging percentage any. This thing finds a seam out there, and he makes it all the way around to third with his 3rd triple of the year.
Matt Caesar steps in for his 2nd at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And now a curveball in the dirt and knocked down by Posey. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll square things at 1-1.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that 1-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Striding into the box, David Ross. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bumgarner into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a good job right there with 2 away, because if nothing else, you get your pitcher to the plate here in this inning, so you don't force him to lead off your next inning offensively.
Kyle Hendricks is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Tries to dump this one out to left, and that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit.
Well, I think the phrase here is 1's an aberration, 2 is a trend. And sure enough, hey, he's got himself a 2-hit ball game.
Dexter Fowler gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll reach over his head to make the play. And a sparkling play it was to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Joe Panik is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, number 12.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Softly hit toward the hole. Rizzo comes up with it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a pretty good differential there, with one starter topping out at 94 and the other a fairly pedestrian 89. Matt Duffy is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Too high, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's inside. 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He'd retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Buster Posey stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with a sinker. Strike 1. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung out and missed. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit-and-run play such a gamble. You can see right here on show track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
2 out, nobody on. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Giants are down quietly. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying, then you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Bumgarner's ready. Here he comes 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Blanco on the move. 1 away.
Yeah, and this is not an easy play out there. You can see right here in show motion. He's got to do battle with the crowd down there, but he's able to navigate that sea of hands and then put it away. That's nicely done.
Chris Bryant will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
Oh, he's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
It's sharply toward third, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Not close. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. Bouncer down the line. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
This is always a tough play for a charging third baseman. Everything's got to go right. And you see the good transfer, then the sidearm fling off of the right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. and he misses with it 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. Liner toward right center, and this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Brandon Crawford is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Fowler on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around third, Belt heading for the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
I don't think this was really a hit and run, but it's going to work out nicely for him. He gets into second base and sees that this ball's going to be extra bases, so it's all downhill from there as he scores easily from first.
Gregor Blanco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And there's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Set to deliver on 2-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. This is pulled into right. Caesar is there, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
Madison Bumgarner stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Yeah, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Well, that's just a little out of character for him. He's been around the plate all game long, but now he goes 2-0 to the pitcher.
1 out and a runner on second base. Strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Angel Pagan.
Into the box, Angel Pagan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
From the stretch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. That one's going to find the seats, strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Giants on this swing by Brandon Crawford. 5 innings complete. It's now 2-1 San Francisco. Addison Russell will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Up top, it's 2-0. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now. And now a called strike that time. As the zone expands a bit here, it's 2-1 now.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Swung on and missed. 3-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Ready now, Matt Caesar earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. Over to get it now is Pagan as he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for the
that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Stepping in, David Ross. He drew a walk his first time up. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back. Here it comes on 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. And he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back standing. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Still 2-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Full count. Here it comes. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, these guys knew coming in that this was going to be a tough assignment, and it's been all that and more. This guy, he's as good as advertised, and he's had his way with a pretty good lineup here.
Into the box now, Kyle Hendricks. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
A runner on first with 2 away. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Hit to third. Scooped up. He'll go the short way to Panic at second, and that ends the inning. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. To the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs 1. And there is Denard Span. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Grounded to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Joe Panic will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over. Nope.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses for ball 4.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. And there he goes toward second. Into the seats, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 1-2. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
It seems like these guys have had a difficult time squaring up the baseball against him so far. Here's another one that's just a simple soft liner. They don't come a whole lot easier than that.
Buster Posey will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Throw over to the bag, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. 7th inning coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs 1. Back here in San Francisco, Giants leading this one as we get set for the Josh Osich is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 61, Josh Osich.
And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Dexter Fowler.
And he lays off there 1-0.
I need to see that again because it looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
One-0 count. Here it is. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
1-2.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA in the low 2s coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Chris Bryant. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
The 0-2 home. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And with a runner on first, you better have a catcher that you can rely on if you're going to bounce a changeup on an 0-2 count. Luckily, he does.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Ben Zobrist will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner will get back standing. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Blanco is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Travis Wood will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Travis Wood.
Buster Posey stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Buster Posey.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Woods ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Fowler giving chase. 1 out.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Brandon Belt will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First pitch on its way. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Bryant with the bare hand. He's out.
No way. That was awesome. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Tap fouled at home plate. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Gregor Blanco will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off. First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fly ball out toward right field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They lead it 2-1. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. George Cantos will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 70, George Cantos. Now playing right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Jorge Soler.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. To third. Duffy scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up and score to this point. Addison Russell stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Jason Hayward will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
22, Jason Hayward.
Check swing grounder to the right side. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
Miguel Montero will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 47, Miguel Montero.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Penn. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Giants out in front here, 2-1. Jason Hayward will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 22.
Miguel Montero will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Miguel Montero.
And there is Hunter Pence. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Hunter Pence.
Wood has his target. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gloved by Russell. A quick out number 1.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer. But these are the guys that keep you in the ball games. And he's doing the job here.
Angel Pagan ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
And when you start to judge a center fielder's strengths, I think top of the list is positioning. Being able to study players and know where balls are going to be hit has a lot to do with being a great outfielder. And I think that it paid off for him right there.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As he'll ground this one foul off to the right, it's strike 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Hayward. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Bay Bridge, and at the other end,
Santiago Casilla.
Tommy La Stella will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
La Stella.
Hit in the air out to center field. Span is under it. One down.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number one.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, from the left side, he's swinging the bat real well this year, hitting over 300.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And here's a pitch in the dirt, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-0 now.
And you don't want to put this guy on as the tying run because he'd have a ton of speed over there at first base.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Very weakly on the ground. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets cooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Anthony Rizzo comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Casilla's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
One and one, here it is. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Runners on first with one down. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but You know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Now to the plate, Chris Bryant. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Trying to hold the lead. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
The second baseman.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And it's quickly 0-2. And a big orange and black wave gets up now. 41,503 fans strong. Chopped down the third base line. Foul, says the third base umpire. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Not exactly a lockdown 9th inning, but they wind up stranding the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first to preserve the victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Madison Bumgarner. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 2-1. Good night from San Francisco.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 9 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.